Hello, welcome to the Incredibly Influential, Highly Successful Podcast. My name is Cal. I'm incredibly influential.
My name is Danny, and I'm highly successful.
Today is Monday, uh, October 13th, 2025, right? That's the year? I think so. Um, it's Columbus Day, and it's some bullshit about how uh, I'm not off today. I yeah, that's annoying. So, uh, today, you know, is obviously it's Monday. Last week was midterms for all our classes, so we got Friday off. But I always have Friday off, and then today is a federal holiday. The bonds market is closed. I'm pretty sure the postmen aren't going out today. Um, like all that. I think the waste management people. Actually, no, I might have seen a garbage truck today. I might have seen one. So maybe the garbage people are still going out, but it is a federal holiday today, and I still had to go into my public university, my government funded university, and do classes today. So that's really fucking unfortunate. And now my dog's barking. Shut up, idiot! I gave him a greenie stick to get him to shut up, but I think he finished it too fast. Anywho, what are you doing today?
I have to go to the general body meeting for my org, so I'm finishing up my slides for my section, and I'm trying to get all the QR codes ready for the week. That way, people have them for all the different events. I need to see.
General body. Did he get a promotion from major? Oh fuck, it's colonel, isn't it? Oh whatever. Who gives a shit? That was that's my joke for the week. You guys get one joke this week. That's it. That's the joke. The one joke that you get. I hope you're happy with it. Um yeah. Anywho, I'm yeah. Orgs participation. I hate doing things. I'm tired. I was up very late last night. I'm not happy. I'm oh my god. So I'm trying to check my fucking email and I'm trying to see if you just inspired me if I have to do some shit today. And now I have to fucking do the two-factor authentication. Dude, I hate my school. My school is like absolutely falling apart right now. So a uh we have two residence halls that are um that are closed right now, like completely closed off for renovations. And that's on top of three others that have been closed for years now. So right now, all of the students are either off campus or they're between um, one complex that has two halls. Or sorry, I guess there's three. So there's one hall in the complex that's shut down that is shut down for renovations that still has people, and then there's another complex that has two, and then there's one building that is like the big one, right? So instead of having people more spread out, everyone is in one of three residence hall complexes, so the Wi-Fi is getting completely fucking throttled. It's so fucking frustrating because like I'm trying to like get in and like do notes and like follow along in class, and my Google Doc will just like stop updating. It'll be like, oh, you have to download it online. You have to work offline. So like everything just completely fucking stops in the middle of like anything. So if I want to like watch a movie in like my off time, like if I don't feel like going home and I want to watch a movie in my off time, instead I just have to sit there and just like twiddle my thumbs because the buffering time is just way too long. You can't stream any videos. So like I have to do that, or I have to use my mobile hotspot, which drains my fucking phone battery. Dude, it sucks. my school is so fucking mismanaged. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like it's really fucking frustrating. Does U of H suck like that? Does it have any like mismanagement problems? Because like I'm applying there and application fees are expensive. So it's like if it sucks there, then I'm just not gonna apply.
Well, I
So if,
don't know about what you're talking about specifically.
like does it have any like just like logistics issues? Like the Wi-Fi gets throttled, or like there's like residence halls sitting empty, or like cockroaches in the fucking food court and shit like that. You know, is there any of that shit?
um, well, it's kind of a big joke on campus, and it's based off of true events that it's very unsafe. Um, w- on campus at nighttime, there's been a lot of different stories about that.
Rapes?
It's just been like random stories. I'll get them on my UH notification app being like, person got robbed, person, you know, got jumped here, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that's unfortunate for them. This person with a gun, that person with a gun. You know how it is. We're in Texas,
It's
that's to be
Houston.
expected.
Houston's a shithole.
You know,
I think you of all
there
people should know that.
there's like constant construction happening all over campus, which only slightly impairs my walking path, but it does kind of suck for other people a little bit more.
Yeah, we have we have some construction going on our campus too. We're building this gigantic fucking performing arts building. But like I don't think we're going to be able to run as a university by the time it gets built, right? Like I'm not sure we're going to last another 2 fucking semesters. Our board is just so massively incompetent. Like they are just complete fucking morons, and anyone, and I do mean anyone, fucking the guy who bankrupted a casino could probably run our university better. And he bankrupted a university as well, a university in quotation marks. Speaking of which, how's your government shutdown? Have you been betting on how long it's going to be? Have you been on Kalshi?
No, I've
Oh,
been.
I've been on Kalshi. I placed 2 bets. I said it's gonna be either less than 5 or more than 10, and I lost the less than 5, obviously, but more than 10, definitely, that's definitely working. Right now, we're seeing more than 35 days is at 51% odds, so I think that's pretty. That's gonna be pretty funny. So it's so funny watching them try and like turn it around on like Democrats and shit like that and be like, oh, it's all the Democrats' fault, blah 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 blah. Blah. But they have the majority in every branch, and they still can't get it. So it's like we're sitting here, they can't fucking agree, even though they all bend over to suck fucking Trump's dick. They can't agree to be like, well, fucking here's some money. They can't even do a temporary spending thing because they're all stupid. It's really fucking funny. But but their voters are even dumber than the politicians. And that's the worst part is, imagine being dumber than a Republican politician, but you're a Republican voter. Like God fucking help me if I'm ever that stupid. Like God fucking help me. May the Lord like strike me down if I'm ever that dumb, right? I feel like it's a common, fear that people have of like losing their like brain faculties, right? Like dementia, Alzheimer's, shit like that. Um I feel like that's pretty common. So it's like I'm very you know, if I ever become stupid, I want someone to just fucking take me out. I want someone to fucking take me out. I don't ever want to be a retarded person. I don't ever want to be stupid. I, you know, That's the main thing that I value about myself, is that I'm smarter than the average bear. So if I ever become as stupid as someone who voted for Trump, even once, even in 2016, if I'm ever that retarded, I need you to take me out back and blow my brains out. Somebody needs to do it, okay? And like double tap me too. Make sure that I'm done, because Jesus fucking Christ, I don't want to live like that. I've seen what it's like to be a retarded person, and I mean, I know it's not painful for them, but it's fucking embarrassing, and I don't want to be like that. So please do that. That's my goal in life, is to never stoop to being that stupid. You know, I'm sure killing a lot of brain cells. I have a class later, and I'm drinking a hard cider right now. But you know, it's one drink per hour. I should be good. But it's fucking it's rough, man. I hate watching stupid people take over the country. I just want a fucking meritocracy. Do you know what I mean? I want people who are in power to like deserve it, right? Doesn't that piss you off a little
Yeah,
bit?
yeah,
Like,
it's unfortunate.
the main thing for me is fairness. I think everyone should have an equal starting line, right? And then where they go from there is, all based on individual ability. But when some fucking retard can be launched into the political sphere, uh, taking money and political favors from another fucking retard who got into power in his country for being a stupid fucking communist, then it's not fair for anyone. And I want, I like things to be, fair and reasonable, and everyone to get like an equal chance. And if everyone had an equal fucking chance, we'd see an actual fucking real improvements in the world. But considering here we are, Jared Leto still has a fucking career, even though he's made so many movies where he method acts and makes a fucking complete ass of himself, and yet fucking he still has a career. Have you seen Tron Ares yet? Or are you
No,
skipping that one?
I wasn't planning on watching it.
Yeah, me neither. Did you watch Tron or Tron Legacy?
I watched Tron Legacy.
Yeah. Uh, I hear Tron Legacy is good. I've never watched any of those movies because they all look shitty. Like, they don't like look shitty, like looks wise, the effects are all really good, especially Tron Legacy. But like, Jesus Christ, it's so bad. They look so terrible. But yeah, no, the fact that Jared Leto still has a career after Suicide Squad is like a complete fucking joke. And then Morbius. He came back and he did fucking Morbius, and he still has a career after that. I don't know what kind of dirt this man has in fucking Hollywood, right? I don't know what he like. I know he has a cult, but like, I don't know his fucking. I don't know what kind of power his cult has in Hollywood, and like what dirt he has, but it's completely fucking nuts that he has that much like a sway and like ability to keep getting work, because he was the worst part of that fucking Gucci movie. He was in Morbius. He was in that shitty Haunted Mansion remake. He was in Tron Ares. Like, when the fuck are we going to stop giving this man work? Can we please? Like, I know he was really good in Requiem for a Dream. I know he was really good in Dallas Buyers Club. I I know he was like there in American Psycho, right? Great movies. Probably would have been good without him, right? He's not what made those. I'm going to be honest. And I don't know why he still has work. Can somebody please tell me why Jared Leto still has work? if you like Jared Leto as an actor, can you explain what he does that you like? Because like that's not even what the method is. Like when you're like, oh, I'm gonna be in character all the time and I'm only gonna answer to fucking Morbius, you know? It's like that's not what that is. It's literally you're going extra and acting like a fucking douchebag because you're a fucking pretentious fuck. And that's what he is. He's a fucking pretentious fuck. And I'm not afraid to say it. So, can't believe he's still getting work. Um yeah, I really would like if we never heard from Jared Leto again. I hope that Tron Ares is the end of his career, but I know it won't be. I know it won't be because again, he must have more fucking dirt than goddamn Jeffrey Epstein, dude. Cause like at least Jeffrey Epstein was like a good Wall Street guy, apparently. You know? Like he must have been in order to get all that money to get where he was, right? So it's like at least Epstein was good in finance. Fucking Jared Leto's not good at acting, and I've never heard a fucking 30 Seconds to Mars song, but I can't imagine that's very good either. So I don't know. Have you heard a 30 minutes, 30 seconds to fucking space Mars planet? Um, have you heard of have you heard any of those of their music? Is that good? Is it bad? What is it? What is it like, Danny?
Who are they?
I feel like that's not exactly a you, that's a bad bit. That's a bad bit because you know who we're talking about because I
I
just said his
don't.
name.
You said 30 Seconds to Mars. I don't. What is that?
I just said the guy's name. It's Jared Leto's band. Like obviously we all know that.
No, I don't. I don't know who that is.
You know who fucking Jared Leto is. You've seen fucking Suicide Squad. And I know you've seen Morbius. And I know you've seen the Morbius memes. So
No, I'm
you can't
sorry.
pretend like you don't know him. Again, this is another Kendrick Lamar thing, and maybe the first time you didn't know who Kendrick Lamar was. I still don't believe you didn't. But like this it's like
Who
the 25th
person?
time
You keep saying their name.
their name. You know he's a he.
Who's a he?
Shut up. Um yeah, so Jared Leto, man, no good movies. No good movies coming out. Oh man, I have not been to the movie theaters since I got back to the town where I live back in early August. So it's been 2 months. That's tragic. I miss the movie. I love the movie theater. That is like my favorite place to go. I hear One Battle After Another is good, but it did not grab me. I was not grabbed by that trailer. It did not appeal to me whatsoever. So yeah, that's frustrating. Are you gonna go see Black Phone too?
I don't know what Black Phone is.
Yes, you do. Yes, you fucking do. You've been on fucking YouTube. I guess you don't get ads, but you've been outside.
I actually don't know what Black Phone is.
It's the fucking movie with uh Ethan Hawke, and he's the guy and he kills little boys. And
It
the
doesn't sound
character can hear
familiar.
ghosts through a phone. That's the movie.
Doesn't sound familiar.
It came out in 2022. It's by it was written the story is by Stephen King's son, but he doesn't go by Stephen King's son. I think his name is Joe Hill. I think that's his nom de plume. Yeah. Joseph Hillstrom King. So yeah, Joe Hill. Um, he wrote Horns. Uh, do you remember that movie with Harry Potter in it?
Harry Potter.
Yes. You know, Harry Potter. Everybody fucking knows Harry Potter. Are you gonna say who's Harry Potter?
Harry Potter's a fictional character. I didn't realize that he was in movies. I thought he was a wizard.
You know what's fucked up? Uh, they were, you know, in Harry Potter. It was a bunch of wizards living through the '90s in Britain, but only the Muggleborns got to listen to the Spice Girls. That's like, think about that. '90s Britain, no Spice Girls. That's like terrible. That's got to be like worse than fucking AIDS. That, like, living through the '90s in Britain with no Spice Girls. That's crazy. Like, I don't care what kind of fucking spells you can cast, unless you can fucking summon a goddamn. Did they have CDs back then? You were born on in you were born in 2000. Did they have CDs back then, or was it were they still doing cassette tapes in the '90s?
Um, I don't believe cassette tapes cassette tapes were before me.
When
So
was the disc?
so they definitely
Man,
had CDs by then.
when was the Discman? Well, the Discman was apparently invented in 1984. What the fuck? 1979 was the Walkman. That, the gap between Walkman and Discman is 5 years. That's kind of crazy. When was the CD? The CD was released in 1982. Jesus Christ, CDs are way older than I thought they were.
Yeah, like I was gonna say CDs. I remember CD being a thing
Okay, yeah,
for a
by
while.
1991 it surpassed cassette tapes. Okay. So Spice Girls. And Spice Girls formed in '94. Okay, yeah, so it was uh you know, it was the yeah, they were CDs. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
CDs nuts.
Why did they have two Melanies?
What?
Why do they have two Melanies? They had Mel B and Mel C. Why do they have two? Why do they need two Melanies? That's a lot of Melanies. You know what I mean? That's a lot of Melanies. I would say that's at least one too many Melanies, if not two. I think you can get rid of both Melanies. And I think Brian Blessed would have been very good in the Spice Girls. I think a missed opportunity. I think Brian Blessed would have been fantastic in the Spice Girls. Um, and you know what? He is in fact still alive. He's 89, and all the Spice Girls are still kicking. So I think they should do a tour with Brian Blessed. I think that would be pretty cool. You don't know who Brian Blessed is, do you?
No.
Do you know literally anything?
Yeah, for sure.
Name one thing that you know.
Um, Ryan Gosling is in La La Land, and I like La La Land. Good
I
movie.
literally have a mug sitting right here that says this guy is literally Ryan Gosling.
So
So,
you know you were in the movie.
yeah, why are you talking about me like I'm not even here?
Um, I that's just how I roll, I guess. I don't know.
It's kind of rude. Like, imagine if I was talking about you and I was like, you know, Yeah, Danny's so fucking short. He's like really, 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 really short. Like he's like, I think he might be like 5'4", right? I think like if he's any taller than 5'4", then like I will pay each and every one of you $20. But he's like 5'3" at the most, right? Like Danny's like 5'2" at the most. He's like 5 feet at the most, right? Like there's like a 10-inch gap between us, right? He's literally like 4'11". It's crazy. Like you literally need a magnifying glass to see him in person. Like every time when we were out, like in public together, I was like, I had to watch my step, right? Because I was like, damn, I might step on this fool. I might just fucking step on it and he'd be gone. You know, he'd be like a stain on my shoe. That'd be fucked up. So I was like, it was crazy. It's very stressful, Danny. You're very, very small. Do you have any defense?
Um, I'm not that small. I'm chilling. I'm a good height.
A good height for like punting. I could probably get a perfect spiral on you, dude. I could fucking Peyton Manning your ass from
You
like
know,
the 50
whenever I
yard line
jump,
to the end
I
zone, dude.
I've like blocked one or two volleyballs before, so like I can
Were you
I'm
on
tall
someone's
enough.
shoulders when you did that?
No, I jumped, and my height took me the rest of the way. So
Did you wear those fucking moon shoes? Because those don't count. I think those are like performance enhancing drugs. I don't think you're allowed to wear moon shoes in volleyball.
in sand volleyball, you think I was wearing moon shoes?
Anything to give you an edge. I don't know. Do you remember moon shoes? I never. I think they were a little bit before my time. They were. They were not. Uh, not really. I never saw that ad on Cartoon Network. What was your like number one ad on Cartoon Network?
I don't remember what ads are.
Well, we're gonna go to the ad break so you can remember. There you go. Is it just me, or does it seem like the market is a little oversaturated with these super heavily caffeinated drinks? Nowadays, everybody's drinking tons of coffee or these really strong energy drinks, and it's honestly just too much for me. Thankfully, we've got a great product for you if you feel the same way. Aspire is redefining energy drinks with a better, healthier way to power your day. Unlike most energy drinks that are loaded with excessive caffeine and sugar, Aspire delivers a gentle, balanced boost with 80 milligrams of natural caffeine, half the caffeine of most leading energy drinks. Sourced from premium green tea and guarana seed extract, Aspire provides a smooth, sustained lift without the jitters, crashes, or spikes in energy. With zero sugar, zero calories, and zero artificial additives, Aspire is the perfect choice for those who want energy that feels good and fits into a healthy lifestyle. Its crisp, light, sparkling taste and delicious flavors like raspberry acai, sweet cherry, and mango lemonade make it as enjoyable as it is functional. Lightly carbonated and easy on the stomach, it's an unextreme energy drink for those who prefer a more natural, steady energy boost. Packed with essential B and C vitamins, biotin, and ginger, Aspire also supports focus, metabolism, and overall well being. Vegan, gluten free, soy free, keto friendly, and suitable for those with diabetes, it's an inclusive option for virtually anyone. Free US shipping makes it easier than ever to try Aspire, the healthier energy drink that lets you feel great all day. Head to aspiredrinks.com or use the link in the description and use code IIHS podcast, all one word, to get an exclusive 20% off your order, which is the highest discount available. That's code IIHS podcast, all one word, for 20% off your order. For smooth energy and delicious taste, try Aspire today. Having lived in the woods for 3 months, I know the importance of having good gear when going on an expedition. However, I'm also very passionate about preserving the environment for future generations. Thankfully, we've partnered with a brand that combines both. Introducing Terrain. Terrain offers a unique collection of wallets, totes, backpacks, and travel gear upcycled from concrete, feed, and rice bags sourced globally and lined with recycled plastic bottles. Every item is handcrafted and supports fair trade practices, and every item sold is $1 donated to charitable organizations that keep our planet habitable. If you're excited to get your hands on this functional, stylish, and sustainable gear, head to terrain.org or use the link in the description and use our code IIHS Podcast, all one word, for an exclusive 15% discount on your order. That's code IIHS Podcast, again, all one word, for 15% off your order. For your next adventure, make sure you stock up at terrain.org today. I'm a big fan of supporting local businesses, so when Big Fork Brands, a local Chicago-based company, agreed to work with us, I was really excited. Big Fork is creating bacon sausage, paleo pork jerky, Chicago-style sauces, and craft meat sticks like no one else. Known for their bold flavors, clean ingredients, and small batch craftsmanship, Big Fork's products are designed to stand out. Their Chicago-style sauces, like the tangy original Chicago sauce and spicy Chicago fire sauce, bring the iconic flavor of Chicago's famous hot dog toppings into one convenient bottle. These sauces simplify meal prep, making it easy to add rich, zesty flavor to burgers, hot dogs, and fries in seconds. Not only that, but Big Fork's bacon sausage is a game changer, combining nitrate-free, hardwood smoked bacon with premium pork for a juicy, smoky flavor that you won't find anywhere else. With 5 unique flavors, including hickory and applewood and spicy 3-pepper, these sausages turn everyday meals into indulgent experiences. Their paleo and keto-friendly craft pork jerky and pork sticks are high-protein snacks crafted with simple, clean ingredients. Thin sliced and marinated overnight, the jerky offers tender bites in craveable flavors like spicy 3-pepper and maple. Their portable meat sticks, available in Thai green curry and maple pepper, are perfect for on-the-go snacking. Big Fork has been featured by Food & Wine, the Chicago Tribune, and QVC, and it has been praised for bringing bold flavors and unmatched quality. Customers rave about their products, calling them unlike anything else, with one saying the bacon sausage is life-changing. Founder Lance Avery, an Iowa native and chef, combined his Midwest roots with culinary expertise to create these one-of-a-kind pork creations. Partnering with small Iowa farms raising 100% heritage hogs outdoors without antibiotics, Big Fork ensures their commitment to sustainability and quality in every bite. Big Fork proves that small batch craftsmanship and clean ingredients deliver unforgettable taste. Head to big-fork-brands.myshopify.com or use the link in the description and make sure you use code IIHS Podcast, all one word, to get 20% off your order. That's code IIHS Podcast, all one word, for 20% off your order. Unforgettable taste, incredible craftsmanship. Enrich your snacks and meals with Big Fork today. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a hot sleeper, and I absolutely hate having sheets that are too warm or just wearing these big, stuffy, heavy pajamas. Ugh, it's terrible. However, what if I told you that these issues could be a thing of the past with our friends over at Cozy Earth? Cozy Earth redefines luxury sleep with its best-selling bamboo sheet set made from 100% premium viscose from bamboo and its ultra-comfortable pajamas. Known for cooling and moisture-wicking properties, Cozy Earth's bamboo bedding is perfect for hot sleepers seeking a restful night's sleep. The oversized fit and incredibly soft drape of these sheets only improve with each wash, making them a standout in luxury bedding. Their pajama set brings a touch of elegance to relaxation, combining style and supreme comfort for nights in. Don't just take it from us, Cozy Earth's products are a favorite among other celebrities. Kris Jenner praises their bamboo sheets as her nightly essential, raving about their softness and cooling comfort. For 7 consecutive years, Oprah has included Cozy Earth on her favorite things list, and the brand has been featured on Good Morning America, In Style, and Better Homes and Gardens. Customers echo this love with thousands of 5-star reviews describing the sheets as buttery soft and the pajamas as the ultimate cozy treat. With free shipping on orders over $50, a 100-night sleep trial, and a 10-year warranty, Cozy Earth will bring lasting luxury and comfort into your home. Head to CozyEarth.com or use the link in the description and use code IIHSPodcast, all one word, to get an exclusive 41% off your order. The highest discount available. That's code IIHSPodcast, all one word, for a whopping 41% off your order. Sleep shouldn't make you sweat, and now it won't. Try Cozy Earth today. All right, I know you guys listening to this, you're party animals. After all, there's already a drinking game for this show. However, unlike me, some of you guys wake up the morning after with splitting headaches and lots of regrets. Yep, you're hungover. But what if you could borrow my liver after a night of debauchery and make hangovers a thing of the past? Well, you're not actually going to borrow my liver, but with LeTOE gummies packed with DHM from the Hovenia dulcis tree, you're going to be feeling just as good. Alongside DHM to help you metabolize acetaldehyde, LeTOE is packed with prickly pear and milk thistle, both known to boost your liver function. It also includes plenty of vitamins and electrolytes to help your body build back better. On top of all that, you're getting some ginger root in there to help soothe that sick tum. Head to LeTOE.com or use the link in the description and use our exclusive code IIHSPodcast, all one word. That'll get you an awesome 20% discount off your order. That's code IIHSPodcast, all one word, for 20% off your order. LeTOE can't unsend those drunk texts to your ex, but you'll be a lot less hungover when you deal with the consequences. Check it out today. I've said this on the show before, but I go absolutely nuts for Indian food. However, when you live in a small town, it's really hard to get restaurant quality Indian food, and your only other option is to learn a ton of recipes and spend hours on meal prep and cooking. All that stuff sucks. So I'm very excited to talk about a great deal from thecuminclub.com. They've served over 2 million meals and they are trusted by over 40,000 customers, with 30 plus options all curated by expert Indian chefs to choose from. Starting from just $5.09 a meal, you're getting authentic Indian cuisine for prices that just can't be beat. I know, your mouth is already watering, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to thecuminclub.com or use the link in the description, and you're going to use our exclusive code IIHSPodcast, all one word, at checkout. That'll get you a phenomenal 30% discount off your order. That's code IIHSPodcast, again, all one word, for 30% off your order. You'll be getting restaurant quality Indian food in the comfort of your home in just 5 minutes. And what's not to love about that? Just make sure you can take the heat. Do you crave the taste of a good cocktail without the buzz of alcohol or the headache of a hangover? I've got the scoop on a product that is going to scratch that itch like you wouldn't believe. Introducing Kensho cocktails from rsrvcollective.com. Kensho means self-discovery in Japanese, and after you try them, you're going to feel like a brand new you. They've got distinct, sophisticated flavors while still remaining vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, and low-calorie. These great cocktails were recognized by BevNet as one of the best non-alcoholic beverages of 2023 and it shows. I know you want in on all this good stuff, and we've got a great deal for you. Head to rsrvcollective.com or use the link in the description and use our exclusive discount code IIHS Podcast, all one word, to get 30% off your order. Again, that's code IIHS Podcast, again, all one word, for 30% off your order. Luxurious alcohol-free experiences served chilled right from your fridge. That's rsrvcollective.com. This podcast is sponsored by Amanda Redwine, your no-nonsense talk therapist and parent coach. Serving individuals and couples in both Illinois and Florida for counseling/therapy, as well as worldwide for parent coaching. Amanda's specialty is working with teens and young adults, as well as their family systems. Amanda has extensive experience working with youth who identify on the LGBTQIA+ spectrum. She has also done couples work based on a foundation of the Gottman method. She brings a light, no-nonsense approach to treatment that is approachable and empathetic. She is unflappable and makes her clients comfortable from the very beginning. Find out more at www.amandaredwine.com. That's AMANDAREDWINE.com. Thank you again for sponsoring this episode, and back to the show. All right, welcome back, everyone. Danny, I have 2 questions for you for this segment.
What's that?
Number 1, I guess I have 3. I have 1 and then a follow-up, and then I have a different one that's unrelated. Number 1, did you get Game Pass back? I know we were talking for the past few weeks. We've been talking about like, oh, I don't have Game Pass anymore. You know, I got rid of it. I was gonna get it back. So, did you get Game Pass back or no?
I did get it back. I ended up getting it back because I wanted to play Silk Song and a few other games. I really overestimated the amount of time that I had. I should have just bought Silk Song, but you know, it
Yeah.
is what it is, I suppose.
Follow-up question: are you going to cancel it now that they've raised their prices?
Uh, Probably either that or I'll see if one of the lower subscriptions uh is like how good the lower subscriptions are. I've never actually checked. I usually only get Ultimate, but Ultimate's a bit tough now.
Yeah. So it's yeah. Ultimate went up a whole 50%, and that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, 'cause I guess like Game Pass was a pretty good deal for a while, right? Especially if you were somebody who had the time to play
It was an
a lot of
amazing
games,
deal.
right?
It
But
was the best deal in gaming.
the less time that I have, and the more expensive it is, the worse and worse a deal it becomes, right? Because if
Yeah.
you're the type of person like me who's not as that doesn't have as much time and you really only play like one game, you might as well just buy that game.
Yeah. So because I stream multiple games that are included with Game Pass, um, I just finished Indiana Jones last month. I just finished to when this episode goes out on Tuesday tonight is the last episode of Oblivion going up. So, I've got those. I like the points because I get Amazon gift cards. So that's not so bad. Um, and, I like to play a little bit of World of Warships Legends for 15 minutes and then some Balatro for another 15 minutes on my computer. And, Balatros. Hey, uh, I play a fuck ton of Balatro. So if I canceled, I would have to I'd rebuy it and then it would be or like I'd have to buy it. And it's $10 on mobile. And I already forked out the $10 on mobile because I love Balatro so much. But like, holy
You
shit.
know, like my brother also has it on mobile and he also bought it on an Xbox. So,
It's worth it. It's genuinely like in spite of all the bullshit RNG that pisses me off, like 9 times out of 10 when I pick up that fucking game,
that's like
eventually I pick it back up.
that's the reason why I don't play it as much anymore is because I've gotten to the point where it's like a lot higher stakes, and it's like going for gold stakes or going for like the higher stakes.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot that you can do. Like you can like learn every single strategy, every single card combination.
If you count cards as well, figure out like what you're
Unfortunately,
gonna send out next. Yeah.
yeah. If you like, I know you have to play really slow in order to play like that. But yeah, if you do all that, you
I mean, I don't
can
have to
kind of.
play it slow because I'm good at counting cards, but
Well, every deck has different. You manipulate the deck a lot. I know for me, playing slower helps me out, especially if I'm like trying to like manipulate the deck, try to like get the exact thing going on. But yeah, it like you can manipulate your odds quite a bit with like knowing everything, right? But a lot of it does kind of still rely on having good luck, because if you don't have good luck, then you have to pick
oh
a lot.
yeah,
You have to pick up so much of the slack.
yeah, it's nigh impossible without some at least decent RNG.
And like even every single person that I've watched on YouTube, almost nobody plays any of the higher difficulties. They just all play on white stake, which if I only played on white stake, I would love Balatro. Let me tell you,
Yeah,
that'd be
white steak's
great.
fun. White
White
steak's
stake,
fucking fun. Green steak and above are not fun. Like sometimes I'll be in the mood for like some red steak, make it nice and challenging, right? But
mhm.
it is not fun. Checkered deck, white steak, so fun. Best deck in the game, super fun. But like, no, man, it is not fun at all. But yeah, no. Just to get back on topic, yeah, like I fucking love Balatro. I'm fucking addicted to it, and you know, if I had to fork out the money on here for that, that would be really shitty. I'd also have to fork out the money for Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which I'm not fucking happy about. I do not want to give them any money for that. You know,
I thinking about it now, I probably won't play Black Ops 7 just because I won't have Game Pass. Usually that's like the only reason I would play the previous like games is that either somebody my brother would buy it and we would share it, or it would be on Game Pass and I would play it that way. And if he's not buying it and it's not on Game Pass, then you're not probably gonna see me on that one.
uh, I will give you whatever money it is for 1 month of Game Pass, but you got to go in and beat the story with me because it's co-op.
Um, Tempting. I've not played a campaign in a Call of Duty game in. I think I only did Modern Warfare 2 campaign, to be 100% honest with you.
Which Modern Warfare 2? The good
A
one or
good
the bad
one.
one? Um, I mean, if you
Double
played the good
kill.
one, yeah. I mean, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure, but you
Well,
know,
I usually only hop in and play zombies. We've had this conversation before.
there is a zombies campaign in Black Ops 3, which I thought about playing for whatchamacallit, and I would have played it if you had Black Ops 3
Oh, I
on
have on the
your. No, but if you had it on PC, I would play it with you. But there's no
Oh, that's tough.
crossplay, and I don't want to fork out money to buy it on Xbone, and I don't want to stream it on Xbone, and it's just not fun. It is not a fun game.
Black
It
Ops
is kind
3
of a slog to get
zombies,
through.
like zombies in Black Ops 3 was pretty good actually, especially whenever they added the
All
was
zombies is fucking boring.
the remaster. They brought back a lot of the old maps. That was a
I
cool
would
thing.
I would
They should do that
literally
again.
rather play if we're talking a fucking zombies survival game. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare is literally right there, dude. Perfect.
I thought you were gonna just say Left 4 Dead. I was like Left 4 Dead
Well,
popped
Left
off.
4 Dead, you actually have to like go through and do things.
Well, yeah, but
And that's
survive.
also better. Dude, I would say probably even Back for Blood might be better. Because at
No, see
least it
now
has the
now
DNA of Left 4 Dead.
now you're pushing it. Zombies is like Call of Duty Zombies is real nice. I feel like it depends on like what you're trying to do. If you're trying to like do the main objective, like it's pretty fun, especially because a lot of the newer Call of Duty games make it a lot easier to do the main objective without having 4 players, which for me was like the toughest part is trying to coordinate 4 players because usually I could maybe get up to that number, but they would not be like as good, or they wouldn't be as like they wouldn't really care about it as much as I would.
See what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have fun, and Black Ops Zombies is not conducive to that.
Well, to each their own. I feel
But
like for yeah, another thing kind of going back to the Game Pass thing is I play a lot of my games where I will like try to get the most out of them, like get all the achievements, do
yeah,
all the challenge
100%
things
them.
on it, right?
Yeah.
And which makes the games take even longer, which makes buying the game an even better deal now that it's going to could be more expensive, right? Because I'm probably just gonna end up buying Silk Song right before I cancel Game Pass, so I can get that tiny like 10% discount or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, because I realize now that I've already beaten Silk Song, so technically I've accomplished my goal of beating it. But I want to play it so much more, and I don't think I have the time to play it so much more before my subscription renews.
I mean, I don't know. I you could never see me 100%ing a Call of Duty game. I've 100%ed two games. And that's Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga and Lego Batman the video game. Those two are fucking goaded and they're very easy to 100%.
Well,
And you could not fucking get me to
I've never
100%
been a
anything
big
else.
fan. I've never been a big fan of 100%ing multiplayer games because you have to really commit to 100% multiplayer game like when it's really
Yeah,
popular.
yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I tried to go back and 100% every single Assassin's Creed game, and I was able to 100% every single one. Granted, I did play the Ezio collection instead of like each individual game,
Yeah.
so they got their onlines removed. But four never got a remaster, and four still has the online mode like super dead and inactive. So that was the only game I was not able to 100% in the entire series.
But I mean, the online for 3 and 4 was awesome. And
Uh,
um
yeah, but I never got to check it out, and whenever
right.
and like it's not like I didn't try. I hopped in and I was like on a page waiting for like 30 minutes, and I was like, this isn't gonna happen, I don't think.
I mean, hey, I'm sure there's a lot of people who have Assassin's Creed 4. How much would you pay me to boot it up so you could 100% it?
Ooh, the issue with that is that
I'll
like it
do
requires you
that
to.
if you buy Game Pass and play Black Ops 7 campaign with me.
I don't think you understand what you're considering here, because I'm pretty sure that in order to 100% it, I have to get like Prestige 1.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I play
we would be there
campaign.
for a long time.
I can leave it running.
I don't
Go
even
do
know if two.
laundry or some shit.
No, because you're gonna have to keep requeuing for matches over and over and over and over and over again.
Again, but yeah, but like each match is like 10 minutes. Leave it running for 10 minutes. Go fuck off and do other shit.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
easy. That's easy
You
money.
know what? Like that, it does remind me. I still have not played the new Assassin's Creed. I will eventually, but I keep forgetting.
You probably shouldn't. I hear it's boring as fuck.
There's also the new Borderlands game. I'm so behind.
No, I'm not. I'm not even touching that thing with a 10-foot pole.
I've heard nothing about it, and I'm trying my best to avoid hearing things about it. I keep seeing videos every now and then on my feed.
Same. I thought I saw one of the names of the heroes, but I think I forgot it. Anyway,
No,
who gives a shit?
I saw there was a trailer for a new hero they're adding, and I was like, man, has it been that long? They're already adding a new person? That's
Well,
crazy.
Borderlands 3 never got any additional heroes. It was just the 4. They got
Well,
an additional path.
yeah, like they did that because I understand why they did that. They always say like, oh, people never really switch after they choose their first character, which sure, but that was like
Bullshit.
that was like one of the
Bullshit.
the best characters are always the characters they've added. Like Krieg was awesome, Gage was awesome, Jack was awesome,
Handsome Jack.
Aurelia was awesome.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think. What was that was two in pre-sequel.
They didn't
One
add
didn't
any
have
in
any.
3. They
Three
didn't
didn't
add
have
any
any.
in 1. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
yes,
just those
but
4.
all four of those characters were like really good, like story-wise, and really good like gameplay-wise. Aurelia is the only one that's a tiny bit forgettable.
Yeah, Aurelia's kind of boring, but Handsome Jack is the best character in pre-sequel by far, probably the second best of all
Well,
time.
he's the character you play is Jack's clone, like
It's
the
same
doppelganger,
shit.
right?
Timothy. Yeah, I know it's
And
Timothy.
they did end up bringing him back in the Borderlands
In the
3
handsome jackpot. Yeah, yeah,
DLC.
yeah.
You know, and I he's actually a pretty funny character now, and it's a good way for them to kind of like keep Jack in the franchise without actually keeping Jack in the franchise.
Yeah, Damian Clark. They're going to milk that man until he's fucking dry. He's gonna look like that fucking worm grandma from SpongeBob, bro. That's what he's gonna look like when they're done milking him. Like, I'm surprised they didn't bring him into Tiny Tina's. You know,
Oh my God, Tiny Tina had so much potential to be a good game, and I'm so
it
sad about it
did, and then
still.
it fucking failed. And why do you think I didn't fucking pick up the new Borderlands 4? It's because the
So
fucking last one was a slog.
I well that the what I told myself, right, is that I probably would still play 4, but I wouldn't pre-order any other Borderlands game. Uh,
Tiny Tina's
that way I can give
felt
myself like some time to see what reviews say. I need to see what people say and then try to buy it.
Tiny
And
Tina's felt like an entire game of Sawtooth Cauldron.
I don't think so. I feel like the first playthrough of Tiny Tina's was really good. It just didn't have anything else after the first playthrough is the issue.
No,
Like a lot of the things
no,
were pretty novel the first time, like having the grenades be spells and having like a couple of different weapon types that were like new and unique. It,
nah, it's boring. It's boring.
but
We're getting
but
off
it
topic. We're getting off topic.
instantly just
Xbox is has completely crippled. Uh, so the funny thing is, right? They dropped that news that they were changing the price, and then everybody canceled it. They literally crashed the website because so many people canceled. And then they said, "Oh, by the way, it's not everyone paying it. It's all current subscribers are good, but if you resubscribe, you have to pay at the new price." So everyone who canceled and who is now a chicken shit has to pay at the higher price. But I think this is gonna fuck them because they absolutely need new members. And nope.
well, you know what? This does change things a little bit because I have not canceled yet.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I and I think it's only for Ultimate, but still, like if you're like, why wouldn't you get Ultimate, right? I don't have Ultimate. I have EA Play on Steam for some reason. I don't remember why, but
I always get ultimate. I that's how you play the day ones.
I mean, I still get day ones.
Probably not anymore.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when Black Ops 7 comes out, but I'm not excited for that at all. I feel zero excitement for that. But anywho, yeah, Game Pass is fucked now. Best deal in gaming now sucks ass. So that's hilarious. But anywho, unrelated question time. I guess I have two. Again, there's an intro and then a follow up. Um, so uh, obviously 2 weeks ago, we talked about your little date, right? You told us you were going on a date.
Yeah.
Let's hear about it. Tell us about it, Daniel.
Well,
Daniel,
well,
tell us about it.
it was a fun time. You know, we hung out. We were out to like 4 a.m.
What do you guys do?
We ended up going to like the Top Golf range. We ate and then we were chatting for a few hours.
Okay, okay, all right. Um, that brings us to my next question. Um, but a little bit of background first. I'm in this small business management class. My professor knows this lady who owns a business in town that does pottery, right? It's DIY, paint your own pottery type shit.
Hmm.
Um, and we go in, we do a little lesson, and like she talks about her business, and then that was on Wednesday, and then today, we were talking about like what kind of like deals and promos would be good for her, right? And I think I brought up uh or some the guy sitting next to me brought up date night, right? Like bringing a lady there on a date. And I said, I don't think that's like a first date thing, but like that's like a date like 3 to 5 sort of activity, right? And everybody looked at me like I was taking fucking crazy pills. And so I was like, that's like it's too much of an investment to be a first date, right? Like my strategy with first dates and the advice that I've gotten is pick something low key that can segue into something else, right? Like if you do dinner and a movie, there's not really any like good excuses to like branch out, right? But if you do
Hmm.
let's go get coffee and then the vibe is good, you're like, well, coffee can go into any number of things. You can go to the park. You can go to a movie. You can go do dinner. You can do just about anything after you stop at fucking Starbucks and get coffee, right?
Hmm.
So I said that's the pottery thing is like a second location. So if you're on a first date and the vibe is really good, then you
Well, you can
go.
go get food after. That's what I usually do. Is I choose an activity of some sort, and then I'm like, hey, are you hungry? Then get food, you know?
I say as long as you have like one thing and then another thing after, I say the shorter thing should be first. So if it's shorter than dinner, go for it. And then like if the vibe's not good, there's an out. And she can be like, or you can be like, either one, either party can be like, all right, that's cool, I gotta go, and blah blah blah, and then end it there. But if you like the vibe, you can go do dinner, then maybe you can even do a movie after. But that's 3 activities, and 3 activities is a bit much for first date. I would
Well,
say.
like, like I think that dinner can be. It can just be one of those things where y'all talk, so y'all could be there for a long time. It definitely depends on where you go, though, because some restaurants will not be as happy with you sitting there
That's true.
after you've ate, chatting for a while.
That
But
is true. That
it,
is
it
true.
that is an option, if you, because I know that's we were chatting at the place for a good minute after we were finished eating.
Yeah, and like that's fine usually. Um and that's why I think dinner should always be second. But like coffee is the it's a very neutral place. It's public, right? It's very chill, it's very low key, and it provides an out to either party as like if you don't want to like continue the thing. I think Top Golf is maybe like second or third date material.
I think I here's my thing. I think that any activity is fine. I think it just depends on the type of person that you're asking. And then there's some activities where you want to let them know beforehand what they're doing. That way, you
Yeah.
know, they
I
can say yes or no to that. And I feel like pottery making or plate making or whatever is definitely one of those activities that like you can't kind of just spring up on someone if you don't know if they'll enjoy it, right?
that is true. I'm just saying like everyone was like, "Oh my god, that's like a perfect first date." All the girls in class were like, "That's such an amazing first date," and I'm like, "Yeah, but it doesn't really give you an out." But they raised a good point, which is that it's a good if the vibe is bad, it's a good excuse to just like chill out and like be quiet, so that way you can still enjoy the pottery stuff and you just don't have to talk. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like it. I still think that that's like not the best first date activity. I think there's many other good ones. I don't think movie is a good first date. That's my hot take. I
I
think
agree. I think that the problem with movie is that you're trying to get to know somebody, and that's like the worst place to try to get to
exactly,
know somebody.
exactly. Dinner and a movie is for established relationships. I'm gonna keep it real. I say dinner and a movie. You can do that on like date 4, right? You have to get through the first 3 dates, and then date 4 you can do dinner and a movie. I think maybe I'm super rigid on this. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I
Like
I
there
feel very
there
strongly about
there might be
this.
an exception, right? Like let's say it's depending on the movie, it's like a movie that like y'all are both like excited about, and it's not just like a watch a movie to watch a movie type of thing, right? Then y'all could like plan something after as well. But I think that that's not a first date type of thing though. That's definitely because if you know the person that well to where like you know that y'all are gonna have like a lot to talk about, then it would already be past the first date, right?
That's true. That is true, and that's you know, um, yeah, yeah, exactly. Like you gotta, um, like when a first date isn't a first date, you can kind of fucking do whatever. Like if you guys
Yeah,
have been
like
friends for a long time, and then you're like, hey, let's give it a try. Let's see if we can be more than friends. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. But first time hanging out with someone, first time like actually meeting them one on one, right? Like if this is you, all right. Here's the scenario: you see someone in class, you're like, they're fit. Let's they would produce good offspring. Let's go for it. And so you're like, hey, let's go out sometime, and they're like, sure, I would also like to be courted by you. And then you're like, awesome, cool. First thing you do, just the simple coffee date. There's no need to overcomplicate it. There's no need to do anything. If the vibe is good, you can go. If the vibe is lukewarm, but you want to do it again, you can still cut it off at the end and be like, yeah, I had fun. Let's do it again sometime. And then next time you graduate to dinner, or you do coffee again and then an activity, or you do the activity first and then coffee. That's the fucking shit, right?
yeah,
But you,
like there's a whole bunch of different like philosophies to dating, and I think that there's some that are better than others, right?
yeah,
uh,
I have been turned on to uh a dating philosophy, and I want to run it by you real quick.
sure.
Um, the fuck first method, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So, you know, this is for like established relationships. So, like, if you're in a relationship with someone, you're sexually active on the regular. Is it better to, before you go on your date and do whatever the fuck you're gonna do, just bone and get it out of the way, and then you can go like have dinner, do your movie or whatever, and then when you come home, you're like, well, I already got the dopamine from boinking earlier. We're good, right? Because it's like, who, like, all right, think about it like this: if you're gonna go to like if your date is like, oh, we're gonna go to this nice Italian restaurant, you are going to be so full after that you are not going to want to fuck. It is going to be unpleasant. It is going to be downright miserable. If you're eating with like a belly full of lasagna, that's fucking terrible. You know?
I think it depends on the relationship. I feel like for me, it's one of those things where I don't think I would do that.
Why? I feel like it's a great strategy. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
eat
like
this like big
I
filling meal, or like you go to the movie theater and you fill up on popcorn. Popcorn makes me feel gross, dude. Popcorn makes me feel gross. Hell no. You know? So I just want to, get that done, out of the way. Get it done. And then you work up an appetite. That's perfect. That is literally perfect. No fucking notes. Like, imagine that, like think about it, right? Join, really like breathe that in, really like mull it over
I
in your
know
brain.
like well here's the thing, right? I logistically understand you, but whenever it comes to like relationships, I am a little bit of like a romantic in a way that I'm like, oh, I want it to like kind of like vibes wise kind of fit what I'm doing, and that's not the vibes I'm going for. 'Cause
See, all right, but Danny, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right?
I can't disagree with you logistically. That's what I'm saying. Like logistically, you have a point.
If you and your partner are on the same, or are in the same boat about this, and you say, "Hey, we're gonna do date night later," and you guys know that like you're not going to be feeling it afterward, then you have something to look forward to in the leading up to the date. And then you have that, and you're done, you're in your post nut fucking relaxation phase, and then you're just like, ah, also I'm hungry, let's go eat, because you're going to want to recharge, because it ain't it's not good fucking if you're not like sweaty afterwards. So you do it, you shower to get the stench and the fluids off of you, you fucking disgusting creatures. And then
Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm kind of like coming over more to your idea. I think it depends on what stage of the relationship it is, right? I
well,
think that
this is obviously like long term. This is obviously
yeah,
like long term. I would say
I would say like this is like longer term than I was thinking. But yeah, like
my last relationship was before I got uh before I became based and before I took this pill. And so like we didn't really do this, but I feel like we were like, like 3 months in. I feel like we probably could have done this. And then I don't know, there's this other girl after her who was kind of like acted like my uh uh girlfriend. We were acting very relationship y, and I feel like we totally could have done that. It really is just dependent on the vibe. But if this isn't like you're not doing this on the first date. You're not like, hey, let's come over, have sex, and then go on a date after. That's a fucking terrible, terrible thing. You have to be spitting like A1 game or be fucking Brad Pitt to be able to pull that off, right?
I do think it's like one of those things where I feel like for me, like there's like a quote unquote like honeymoon period of like a relationship, right? I feel like we can
That's
all
true.
agree, right? And I
Yeah.
feel like for me, like that's like the period where we're all like trying our best to like put our best selves forward and try to like like it's kind of curate it a little bit
Yeah,
more.
she's not farting in front of you. You're not farting
Yeah.
in front of
And
her.
I feel like I try my best to like, really like stay in that period for a minute if I can. That's why I think after that period, maybe, this is the type of thing that we could like talk about, and if we agree on it, that could be a thing, right?
No, and like,
But
well, I
it's
think
like,
you guys should be on that same. You should be able to discuss that from day one. But
no, we
granted, when you're
can.
on that honeymoon period, she might be, if you're really into this and she's not as into it, or vice versa, you might, accommodate each other a little bit more than you really are comfortable with, and you're just kind of doing it to be like, I'm trying to, like you said, curate. But I think it's a fucking based method. And if you find someone who appreciates, see, you as a mechanical engineer, I think you should appreciate the logistical efficiency of
I'll,
being able to
I'll
do that.
look. Here's the thing. I think that for me, I'm not won over by this idea enough to where I would be bothered if this wasn't the case. You know what I mean, right? Like
Oh, no one's gonna
I'm
be bothered if this isn't the case. I'm
no, no,
just
no.
saying, like,
But I'm just saying, like this is like logistically, yeah, sure. And if this was something we discussed and we both agreed on, sure. And if they didn't agree on it, I'm fine with that too. And
I'm
if they presented it to me and I didn't want to do it, I'm fine with that too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of different options.
But again, let's go back to think about it, right? You're on this date. It's awesome. You're having so much fun, right? You haven't gone out and done like a real date night in a while. You guys, you've been together, let's say, I don't know, 4 months, right? You're out of the honeymoon period, and this is your first like real date. Like you're going out on the town and doing it all, right? So you pick her up. You got this fucking, you got the you got all dressed up. You look all nice and stuff, and you go out and you have a real big dinner. And like she's looking real fine all throughout dinner. You're like, I want to get a piece of that when I get home, and she, hopefully she's thinking the same thing, right? Like, relationships should be reciprocal in that way. You should both want to fucking jump each other's bones. That's, we're all a bunch of fucking hairless monkeys who want to fuck all the time. Live your fucking truth, really. you know but you eat that big dinner, and then slowly you start thinking like, fuck, I'm feeling all bloaty and gross. This is going to impact my performance. This is gonna impact my performance later. And you're just like, you're sore, and you're just like, eh, and you can't even think about it anymore. So like, what if she's only had like a fucking salad? She's like, I'm ready to go. Let's fucking do it. but you're like, I feel bloated and gross, blah blah blah, or vice versa, right? You know, what if you only get a salad because you're like, yeah, I'm getting some of that later, and she's like, oh, I feel nice and like bloaty and stuff like that. I don't want to do, but like I
You,
would say the maximum way to
you know what?
efficiently do
I've thought
this.
about it more, and I've come to a new conclusion, right?
What's that?
And I think that now I'm disagreeing with you,
Why?
right? And
It's a
here's
good
why.
fucking
And
idea.
I thought about it more. No, no, hear me out. I thought about it more, right? And if y'all are in like a relationship where y'all are like hanging out, it's like a lot serious, right? I feel like date nights or should be the nights where like you try to like preserve like I guess like the romance of it. You know what I mean?
What's
Where
what's not
where
romantic about it? How is it
it,
not
the
romantic?
it's not very romantic is what I'm trying to say. And like
How?
and like
Well, I don't think
and
that
like if
there's
y'all are
any
if you're seeing
correlation.
like if you're in a period where you're only seeing this person on dates, then it's too early. And if you're seeing this person and like you don't have to see each other like just for a date, y'all see each other like casually, right? Then those should be the days where y'all can be a little bit less romantic, right? And then
I
on the
think it's
date
still
days,
romantic. What's
I
not
think
romantic about it?
I don't know. I feel like there's like a whole song and dance like theatrics that go with like the version of romance that I'm kind of imagining,
I
and
think
that's just not it.
I think if you can't make it romantic, if you're boning before the date, I think if you can't make that scenario romantic, you aren't ready. You don't have the skills ready to
It's just not
fucking
my
pull
version of
that
romance.
off.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, your
That's just
version
not.
of romance is very limited, and I think you should broaden your horizons, and I think you should combine those broadened horizons with logistical efficiency, and this is the optimal way to preserve your libido and get that big, nice, fancy dinner and do your stupid activity or whatever the fuck you want to do after, and
Look,
bang,
like
bang, boom. That's
there's
all
a
three.
logistically, there's a lot of things that we could all be doing better, but sometimes it's not the best way to do it because it's not as fun to do it that way, or
I
it's not
think
as
it's really
fulfilling to do it that
fun.
way, right?
What
And
is not fun?
I feel like again the song and dance, the theatrics, kind of like the push and pull, the temptation, the tension. That's I feel
Is
like
there not push and pull and temptation before? And think about it like this, right? Think about it
not
like
as
this.
much as there would be on the date though, you know?
Here, Danny. Let me put you on this for a second. Have you considered fuck first, go on your date, do your activity, right? Maybe that's like 3, 4
I know
hours.
exactly what you're gonna
Guess
say.
what? You're ready to go again, baby. You're ready to go again. Round two. So you get that stupid push and pull and you fucking there you go. There you go. You didn't think about that, did you, bitch? There you go.
I think that it's one of those things where it depends on the spontaneity of the situation, right? If spontaneously we decide to have sex before the date, I feel like that's fine. But the way you present it is where it's
I
like,
don't think sex has to be spontaneous. I think if you spend like the whole day, right? So here's my timeline, right? And I know we're on a crunch for time, right?
we're
But
gonna yeah.
let me explain this. Let me explain this. We won't do the big red button. We'll cut straight to the intro after I've sufficiently made my fucking point.
Okay.
Is no numero uno. You wake up like you or I numero zero, right? Numero zero. You're like, hey, let's do this date, and you both have this policy, right? And you're just like, hey, let's go do that later, and like I don't know, say say you guys are like living together, right? Because I think this works best for like cohabitating couples, but like even if you only even if like you are gonna go like pick them up from their place, right? You know, you're like you solve it a few days ago and you've got it planned out, right? Through those days, she can be like, can't wait to see you. And you're like, yeah, oh, I can't wait to see you either, blah, blah, blah. Ratcheting up the tension, giving you something to look forward to. So by the time you get to that point, you're ready to go. Boom, you go for it. Fucking plow each other's goddamn brains out. Shower together after for the intimacy. it's very beautiful, and you can, it's a very intimate setting. Then get up dressed all nice and fancy, go do whatever the fuck it is you're gonna fucking do. Then when you come back, you're ready to fucking plow again, baby. Sometimes not, and that's okay because you already got your plowing in. You know, those fields are already sown. Boom, it's perfect. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't think I can get behind this as much. I again, logistically sure, but I think that another thing is like after sex, I feel like, it's one of those things where I usually just try to like we're chilling, we're vibing, we're relaxing. I'm not trying to
That's
go
what the
anywhere,
shower's for.
you
Because you gotta
know.
wash off all those fluids, the fucking disgusting stank. You gotta wash that shit off, you know? Because you don't want everyone in the restaurant to know you guys just fucked, you know?
Maybe you do.
Maybe I do. I'm a, I'm a wild man. I'm a menace.
The
You
way you
know,
said it, I was like, maybe he does.
there you do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, see, I think, and here's another thing that I've realized about myself. The last time we had a fucking Gunfather's Love column on here, she was single. Now she has a boyfriend, apparently. Sorry to spoil it, everyone, but it's been a while. It's been a couple months, right? So I haven't gotten to talk about this, but my big I've had this big realization about myself, and that is like I want the number one thing that I would want in someone is like outside.
Yourself?
Yes, but someone that I would be proud to like be with, right? Like someone who like I can take them home to my parents and be like, yeah, I'm proud. This is, like they're smart, they're funny, they're capable, they're talented. They can keep up a conversation, right? Like, they've got all these like qualities to where like I'm like proud to be seen with them. Like they make me look better by association, right? Like I want that is like a very important thing. So maybe when you do go to that restaurant, you do want everyone to know that you've been getting down and dirty with this person, because like hey, you should feel proud of that. You should feel proud that your spouse, out of 8 billion motherfuckers on this planet, chose your bum ass. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think that's the number one thing. And I think, you get all these people who talk shit on their boyfriend or their spouse or their girlfriend or whatever on fucking like social media, and they're like, "Oh my god, I fucking hate him. Oh, he's so dumb, and like he can't even do anything right." Or like, "Oh my god, she can't cook, and she's so annoying, blah 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 blah." And it's like the fucking boomer I hate my wife, or the catch-up test, cuz both sexes do it, and it's annoying for like both of them. So it's just like, no, you need to be with someone who you're not broadcasting all their fucking flaws. You're like, this person is amazing, and they make me a better person, and I enjoy my life more when I'm around them, and I want everyone to know that. And I think that's the number one key to relationships. and
Okay.
and I don't know
Well,
how much you agree with that, but I think we
this is
can we can
Ryan
end on
Gosling's
that.
love column.
See, if I named it Ryan Gosling's love column, I bet our female audience should go up by like
We didn't do a
70%.
big red button today, but we had a deep conversation. I guess let us know in uh all the ways that he's about to say right now if you have any comments on
Yes,
that.
that's true. That's true. I guess we'll do social media first. We are at IIHS Podcast on YouTube, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Definitely go comment there. Go check us out. Let us know, what you think of these points. Follow us on all those accounts for updates, topic suggestions. You can tell us what you want us to talk about. We can do Q&A, that sort of thing. Generally just stay in the loop. Those are the best places to go. I try and have these out on YouTube the same day. Doesn't always work. Sometimes RSS is a little fiddly. Things happen. but I try to. Um, but if you want to hear these early and without ads, you can head on over to Patreon. If you want to hear the first part early, you can join our $3 tier. So that's the first 27 minutes this week. You could have heard that uh, earlier this afternoon. That's that on Monday afternoon. Hey, you're early. You get to hear it. Um, but if you want to hear the whole thing with no ads in the middle, just all the meat, no potatoes. Uh, which I mean, what the hell? I fucking love potatoes. That was a bad analogy. Um, I don't know. Give me a better analogy, quick, Danny. Hurry up.
I don't have analogies. I'm not the analogy guy. And Andreas, he's like the the analogy guy.
Well,
He's
then maybe you should get fucking
runs it.
Andreas on here once in a while.
Well,
Goddamn.
maybe like you need some we need to spice up the guest list and just not get all my people. You should bring some people too.
I'm working on it. I've been working fucking penis breath all day. Don't fuck with me. But
Well, he's not on, so that's all I'm saying.
hey, he will be. I'm working on it. But sorry, need some water. Ah. But anywho, yes. Uh, if you want to hear everything ad free, no fluff, all filler, there we go. There's an analogy. Join our $5 tier. You also get access to all of our movie commentaries. It's pretty cool, pretty fun, pretty awesome. We have a good time. Um, uh, we did our socials already. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Oh, the merch store. You also get discounts from the merch store on Patreon. So go check that out. But we got some cool stuff on the merch store. New designs. We got the Ryan Gosling stuff. That's awesome. Definitely go check that out. Um, Anywho, my name is Kale. I've been incredibly influential.
My name's Danny, and I've been highly successful.
And we'll catch you guys next week. Peace.